Hello and welcome to my modded Minecraft game! First, I'm creating a new world and I'm turning cheats on, because I'm a cheater. Then I'm going in and turning off destructive mob actions because I hate when creepers blow shit up. I'm playing on Minecraft version 1.20.1 and Forge 47.3.5. The mods I am using are Ars Nouveau, which is a magic mod, Biomes O Plenty, Carry On, Corpse, FallingTree, and Fast Leaf Decay. Farmer's Delight, which adds more food items to the game. Goblin's Tyranny, which I don't know what it does. Macaw's Fences and Walls, Macaw's Roofs, Macaw's Windows, MrCrayfish's Furniture Mods, Sophisticated Backpacks, Waystones, WorldEdit, and Xearo's Minimap. Everything else is a client. I proceed to load into the game just to be viciously attacked by mods, which I guess is my own doing. I'm given a Goblin's Tyranny and an Ars Nouveau notebook, and I proceed on to the new biome. I have a Fuck! After taking my first step in the new biome, I decide to deal with it like how I deal with all my problems, by running away. Instead, I find some grapes and harvest them, and then head the opposite direction. As I'm traveling through the forest, I stumble across these toadstools, which are cute, and I pick them up. I come across berry bushes and harvest them, and find a new recipe. I proceed to travel up the hill and find some wheat seeds so I could start building a farm. I look out onto the landscape that once was, stopping to reflect on the fact that the only hindrance to exploring such a landscape was my own stupidity, for not realizing I walked right into a poisonous flower and the woods themselves are not at all harmful. I finally decide to do what the game is telling me and break down a tree. This allows me to test out my Falling Trees mod and Fast Leaf Decay, and fuck, what did I do? I break down the rest of the tree by hand so I can make wood to make a crafting table and then a pickaxe and an axe. I then proceed to pick up some of these stones lying around and then try the axe on the tree to finish what I started. And lo and behold, the Falling Tree and Fast Leaf Decay mod does work, you just need to hit it with an axe.
Genius.
I collect up my belongings and then proceed to collect some wheat seeds and have this chicken chase me around for the next 5 hours.
Carl.
I tried chopping down a bigger tree and it gives me an error message saying the tree is too big to be chopped down in one hit, so as I continue to chop it down with multiple hits, it still doesn't work. I continue to go at it until my axe breaks.
Wow.
Then I start to collect some dirt, and this takes a while, so I decide to make a shovel and collect a lot of dirt. Then I proceed to collect some more stone. As the sun begins to set, I head down the mountain to try to find a cave and start doing some mining. As I make it to the bottom, I head towards the river, and I find some pumpkins to the distance that I decide to harvest. A pretty risky move because it's getting really dark now, but luckily I find a cave that happens to be right next door, and I take shelter for the night. As I explore deeper in the cave, I come across some copper and decide to mine it, but realize I need a stone pickaxe to do so, so I enter the Stone Age. Before I go too deep into the cave, I decide to make some torches, but because I don't have any coal, I make a furnace and burn some wooden logs for charcoal. I can hear some mobs walking around above me, so I decide to make my first sword. I grab a piece of charcoal and make my first torches so I can start lighting up the cave that I'm in. As I head deeper into the cave, I wonder how I managed to make it this far because there are so many open holes to the outside night that I'm surprised no mobs came to kill me. Like this one. And as per usual, I kill it by blowing it up on accident.
Nice.
But luckily I have no destructive mob actions in this world, so everything stays intact. At this point I ran out of torches, so I decided to head back and collect up my things. I did only come with 4, so. Once I make some more torches, I head to the end of the cave and I come across this weird substance. I try to collect it, but it turns out you need shears to see what it is. So I guess we'll never know. I explore the rest of the cave system, lighting it up, and I come across a hole. I start trying to make my way down there, and then I run into my first bout of coal. So I collect as much of it as I can while I have it, and then I start to make my way down by accidentally falling straight in without looking at my surroundings. Good thing it was only a 1-block fall. I start to explore really fast, and then I mark my escape route for daytime. I head down deeper into the mines, and it looks pretty deep, so I decided to first grab the coal that I see.
Gotta go fast, gotta go fast. You can't outrun me, I'm unstoppable. I read faster than my eyes can see. I had the reading level of somebody in grade 56. I came at the womb 8 months early.
I still don't know what this stuff is, but I hope it's not a bad omen. I start to explore how deep the cave actually is, and I don't want to. I regret looking into it at all, actually. So instead I procrastinate by picking up these copper blocks. What I will do with them, I have no clue. Ooh, yeah, that's way deeper than I signed up for. Oh my god, I'm out. Nope. Ooh, iron.
Sonic the Hedgehog has nothing on me. That little blue fuck can die. He will fear my thunderous footsteps and run for the hills.
I head back up and I decide to carve out a trench for the water to follow all the way down to the steep drops so that I can use it as a ladder to get up and down. I start picking up the torches so they don't flow away in the water, and what the fuck. But I'm on a mission and I can't be stopped. Time to take fate into our own hands. I break down the wall and I get my first glimpse of the beyond, and what the fuck is that? Ah! Don't shoot! Ah! But good news. The stupid skeleton fell down the hole and the water washed it away, and now it can't get to me. Ooh, spoke too soon. There is a second skeleton, and I lure him out and he does the same thing and falls in the hole. With him out of the way, I could start exploring this hellhole, even though it's against my better judgment. As I make some more torches, lightning strikes, which is probably the most inopportune time for it to start thundering. There's a lot more of that white stuff, which I can only assume is spider webs. I believe I have walked straight into a layer of some sorts, and I'm terrified. So I do as any brave Minecraft player does, and I What is that? No, like seriously, what the fuck is that? No, the game made for children will not scare me. I refuse to be bested by a game that toddlers play. Actual toddlers. As I round the corner, I'm very suspicious of this, what seems to be some kind of egg sack, and the idea that it might hatch on me while I have my back turned is terrifying. Then the unimaginable happens. A creeper appears from far away, and I actually managed to kill it. The first mob that I've killed in this game yet. Whatever pack these spiders come from, it seems to come with a good deal of different kinds of cobwebs to, I don't know, decorate with. Anyways, I decide to test my luck and see what happens when I open this thing. And it's bad news. There seems to be a poisonous cave spider in each one, and I suck at finding cave spiders. For some reason, I am incapable of dodging them. And once again, this is a game that children play. As I head back to the main entrance, I hear a spider coming, and this time, by chance of a miracle, I managed to kill it without getting hurt at all. Don't get your hopes up, because this will never happen again. I continue to light up this side of the cave, and as I explore, I hear spider noises and see red glowing eyes in the distance. Then, a loud clap of thunder hits. So, I hightail it out of there like the pussy I am. As I make it back to my temporary base, I take a deep breath. But not too deep, because we have shit to do. As I look outside, I can see that it's raining, and that all the mobs from nighttime have probably not despawned. So I go deeper into the cave, because some reason it now feels very safe compared to what we just came from. Luckily, one side is a dead end and the other is blocked by water, so no mobs can get to me. So I decide now is as good a time as any to start smelting some iron and look through my new crafting recipes. The mods I downloaded have many crafting options, most of which I have no clue what they are or where you get the ingredients for them from. I believe most of them come from Ars Nouveau. The other ones, like Macaw's or MrCrayfish's, are pretty self-explanatory on how they're made and what they do. They're like roofs and chairs. Anything purple, though, I'm clueless. Don't know. Have no clue. No clue where the ingredients come from, no clue what the ingredients are, no clue what they make or what the items even do. And there's lots of them. Anyways, now that I have some smelted iron, I can make my first shield and not have to be scared of skeletons anymore. As I make my way down the cave, I notice a lot more spider webs. So let's go in this direction instead. Almost like my shield conjured it up, I ran into a skeleton, quickly getting another achievement. And not just one, but two. So I do what I always do when there's a skeleton and another mob, and I start making them hit each other. While the skeletons are aggro at each other, I go through my inventory, while they battle to the death. I daringly put away my sword for a second before realizing that that's probably not a good idea. And then I eat some food to get my health up. Check this sick one shot. Nice. I explore the rest of the cave till I pretty much come to a dead end, which means my only option now is to go back to the spiders. I'm still unsure if these hatch on their own, but I'm not willing to find out. So I proceed to inevitably get attacked by a spider and lose most of my health. And when I say most of my health, I mean, I don't know how I made it this far in life. I'll just grab this iron really fast.
If you're watching this, Sonic the Hedgehog is dead. I killed him. I was employed by the government to do so because I'm the only one fast enough.
As I go deeper, I'm noticing a lot more spider webs, which I'm now realizing is not a good sign. I hear a skeleton above me, and staying true to myself, when I see the cave appears to open back up into the main spider den I was in before, I fuck right off. I head all the way back to the main entrance, and when I look outside, I can see that it's still nighttime. But this gives me plenty of time to start smelting all the ore I collected along the way. Shut up! I take another look at my crafting recipes to kill some more time. Once I have some iron smelted, I decide to make a bucket and start making as much armor as I can. I didn't have enough iron to make a chest plate, but now I would like to take this time to show you the added accessory slots. Ooh. I decide to make a bow because I can. Duh. Then I finally decide to take a look through the mod handbooks. And I'm not going to read this. Goblin's handbook is interesting. It shows a whole bunch of different goblins that can spawn. Goblin villages, blah blah blah. I'm also not going to read that. And then I collect my things to head out. It's basically daytime, so I feel pretty safe just running around. Ah! Give me these. Ow. I start heading towards the sand I see, and oh wow. Imagine if I died right now and lost all my stuff. I collect the sand so I can use it later for windows and stuff when I eventually build a house. And then in the distance I see some flowers I've never seen before, so I head over and turns out they're onions from Farmer's Delight. As I head around the mountain, I stay away from that, and I continue to follow the water. When I get to this side of the hill, I look up and I see a wolf in the distance. Look at him. Then I get out my singular bone with the idea that I'm going to actually manage to domesticate it. And as I'm climbing this hill, the wolf suddenly disappears out of thin air. I can hear it, but I sure can't see it. So I start heading up the hill, and I stand on top of these pumpkins to get a better view, but I still can't find them. So I decide to harvest the pumpkins when I take a look up and I see our first village. If you like what you saw, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing for more content. I'll catch you all in the next video.